What is going on, people? Welcome back to Sanctorum of Spirits. My name is Sam Nash Green. I am your friendly-ish scribe of spirits. Today we're reviewing Kavalan, Pedro Ximenez Sherry Cask, Cask Strength, Single Cask, Taiwanese Whiskey. Whoo! That is a mouthful. Kavalan, Pedro Ximenez Sherry Cask, Single Cask, Cask Strength, Taiwanese Whiskey. Single Sherry Cask Strength Whiskey. Pedro Ximenez. Single Pedro Ximenez Sherry Cask Strength Single Malt Taiwanese Whiskey. I mentioned it in my review of the Oloroso Cask Strength Single Cask. This is the $600 Sherry Cask bottle. Oh my god. $600 for this thing. Part of it is import fees and duties and shit from importing from Taiwan. Part of it is the lack of bottles they got. Again, this was only 498 bottles. This is cask number PX10063020A. Bottle number 71 out of 498. Clocking in at a beautiful 56.3% ABV. Let's get into it. So this is fully matured in a PX sherry cask. Thank you to our friends also at Hodling and Kavalan for providing this little sample for us to taste and review and give you our honest feedback on. Let's go into the nose. Huh. Kind of light. Kind of boring. Not a lot there. Yeah, this nose is very much a letdown. Let's try and wake it up a little bit, shall we? I do not recommend this normally. You're agitating the ethanol congeners, and with something like this that's over 50% alcohol, it's going to burn your nose possibly if you're not careful. So that did wake it up. A lot, actually. I get a lot of lychee. And almost like Starburst, but not quite as like sugary and powerful in flavor, you know. Lots of maltiness, bready. You know, a lot of vanillas and, you know, kind of, I get some char. Let's move on to the palate. Wow. Oh my god. So straight away, the sherry cask influence is very prevalent, very prominent. You know, the mid palate is kind of feeling a lot of that astringency right now. Kind of a burn, for lack of a better term. A little bit of apple. Some raspberry jam. Or more like actually strawberry jam. Sorry, like strawberry jam, strawberry compote. Not compote. Definitely not compote. Like strawberry jam. So like a jelly. You know, sweet, kind of gelatinous strawberry. Probably some artificial flavoring in there. I mean, obviously not in this case, but in the jelly example. Let's go for one more try. At first sip, per sip, the first, like, you know, couple seconds, it's really smooth and liquidy and sweet. And then it gives way to a burst of pepper and heat. The kind where it's, the more you talk, the worse it gets. So, like, if you're eating something really spicy and you talk a lot, the more air it comes into it. Obviously, you know, it's probably gone at just under 500 bottles. It was brought in a year or two ago. But it's fantastic. Don't get me wrong. It's delicious. I love it a lot. I really enjoy it. But that's the sad thing for me, is that something like this is so good, but it's so unaffordable for the everyday consumer, the average drinker, that so many people will never get to try Kavalan. Or, you know, if they do get to try Kavalan, it's some of the more entry-level expressions, which are very good, don't get me wrong, they're good. But it won't be anything, you know, special or fancy like this, unless it's at a whiskey festival. And even then, the odds of the Kavalan rep bringing something like this to a whiskey show is very unusual and very slim. So guys, thanks for watching, cheers, and we'll see you next time.